So the full version, this is the full version of the video. The morning practices, the daily practices. Remember what I said about our negative thoughts being like a runaway train of negativity, and it's gathered so much momentum that often the only thing you can do to stop the negative, the runaway train, is to let it crash and burn. It's the same with emotions, except emotions feel more like an avalanche that's burying us alive underneath. So it's way easier to do preventative measures than trying to get the avalanche to go back up once it starts coming down. And this is why a morning practice is highly recommended. I find the best way for me to center myself on good footing for the day and put myself into a good vibration for the day is to sit and consciously give thanks for the people, the resources, the safety, and the joy I have in my life. I give thanks and feel appreciation, like I literally conjure up the feeling of appreciation as I'm going through it. Remember, because the feeling of appreciation is going to send out magnetic waves to magnetize back more to be appreciative of. Okay, and if I'm feeling especially appreciative of something in my life, I actually feel a warm pulse like going out from my heart, which is the frequency wave being sent out to bring more of that stuff in. I prefer to use appreciation more than gratitude. I find that gratitude still has a sense of desperation to it. It's kind of like you first have to suffer before you get some relief, which is the gratitude, and it still feels very contractive. So appreciation is naturally filled with love, and like there's warmth there, and it's an expansive feeling, and feeling appreciation obviously often puts a smile on my face. But I find another great way to shift out of negative energy quickly is to get outside in nature and move my body. Like I love going for walks on the mountainside, and also love roller skating on the cycle path here where I live. And dancing to vibey music is awesome. Put on your favorite beats and get down. Moving our bodies is a way to hack our system. Like the more we move our bodies, and not only will the energy shift through our breath, but moving our bodies will flood our system with endorphins and other happiness hormones, which leave us feeling optimistic and energized. I often find that moving your body to a point where like your breath has shifted and you're feeling better emotionally because you've shifted the breath, combined with eating like clean, natural food that is like as fresh as can be, like raw, if it's fruit and vegetables, that is actually like the first defense against like depression or any like lower vibrational state of being. But yeah, so like I said, eating clean and natural food is another way to raise your vibration over the long term. If you think about how you feel when you're exercising and you're eating healthily, your mood is going to be better, your mind is going to be clearer, you're not going to be like foggy, you can be able to like do a good job at like thinking things. My energy levels are more buoyant, and it's just an all-round lighter state of being. Like I feel lighter. But if I don't do any physical exercise and I eat pizza and pasta and potatoes and processed foods, it is a vicious cycle, let me tell you. It's like my energy will get sluggish and I will feel heavy. This feeling of heaviness is a lower vibrational frequency state of being. The more that you, the more progress you make and start living longer term and aiming towards a higher vibrational state of being, you'll see that the things that happened when you were living in a lower vibrational state, they just stop being a part of your reality. Either if it's people, they'll like move away, or they'll get in a relationship and you don't actually see them again, or they vibrate themselves out of your reality as quickly as they vibrated themselves into your reality when you were on the same frequency level as them. But yeah, when I was living in a low vibrational state, I was also like, I felt scared a lot, like a lot of fear, and I ended up like being diagnosed with cancer and getting hijacked with the guns to my head. Like, that stuff doesn't happen to me anymore. I feel so safe. But yeah, these days I feel safe and I live in a state where everything is always working out for me. And that is the best affirmation that you can use for manifestation, because it doesn't matter what actually happens. If you say everything is always working out for me and you believe it, doesn't matter what happens. Everything is always going to work out for you at the end of it. So definitely put that as part of your affirmation list. But the more you consciously work to incorporate cleaner foods, body movement, mindfulness practices such as setting appreciation and a good mood for your tone for the day, and also choosing what thoughts you allow into your mind, the better and better your days are going to get for longer and longer periods of time. So just like needing to train the thoughts we choose to allow into our minds, we can choose our emotions as part of we can choose to use our emotions as part of our toolkits, and consciously direct this energy to bring in what we want from life. So if you, let me know if you need assistance getting yourself into a higher vibrational state of being. I'm happy to work with you, to guide you, to hold you accountable, and also fine tune where you want to manifest your biggest desires. Like, don't be afraid to dream big, really. You can get them. You can have your dreams. Like, your dreams are already yours. You just need to know how to take them. This is where I can help you. But yeah, so if you're drawn to working with me, you can email me at there'sanotherwaytv@gmail.com. You can share this video, like it. Yeah. It's Friday where I am. I don't know when you'll be watching this, but regardless of when you watch it, the message is still going to apply. So yeah, I'm going to just turn the camera around so you can see my view of where I am living in Cape Town. That's the beachfront. See a whole bunch of kites, well, not a whole bunch, you can see one singular. In summer it's just thousands and thousands and thousands of kites, and it's amazing. Anyway, have a great day.